Hello and welcome to the first ever Chair Chat episode on the new channel. For those of you who don't know, this series is all about me interacting with you guys whilst talking about basically anything. Here in this trusty chair, the running order of the show looks like this. Firstly, we talk about current affairs going on in the world, things going on in my life, and everything in between. We then have a recommendation segment in the video where I recommend you guys something to watch, to listen to eat, to do, anything really. And finally, we round off the video with our Q&A segment. And this is where I answer your questions based on the questions that you've asked in any of the videos across the two channels. If you want to be a part of this series, you can put questions down below in the comments of this video as well, and I'll be sure to get round to them. This is literally my favourite thing to record content wise recently, so I'm very much looking forward to this. This week we're going to be talking about the biggest thing that's changed in my life recently, why I think everyone's gone a little bit crazy, and I'm going to recommend something that I've actually been told is a little bit girly. First things first, let's address the title of the video. Why did I decide to delete my old channel and have a complete refresh, including deleting all my social medias and starting again brand new? For those of you who might be new to me in general and might just be seeing me for the first time on this channel, I decided to delete my YouTube channel with over 275,000 views. I also decided to delete my Twitter, delete my Instagram, delete TikTok. TikTok actually had 1,000 followers. It was pretty big. Saying that, I'm pretty sure anyone could get 1,000 viewers on TikTok these days. So I deleted all of these social medias. I deleted my whole YouTube I deleted my whole YouTube repertoire as well. And yeah, I've completely started again fresh. Hence why the channel you're watching this on has like 10 subscribers or something. But why did I do this? Well, I can split this up into kind of two different areas. We've got the YouTube analytics sort of part of it, and then on the other hand, we've got the personal reasons. And I think we'll start with what the main reason was at the end of the day, and that is the YouTube analytics. And before I delve into this, I want to just give a shout out to Stuyben and to Jack, because those two helped me come to this decision. I sat and I spoke to them for many hours, one of which was when I was walking around Tesco doing my shopping, sat there in a Discord call with them and just chatted about everything. And they helped me come to the decision to start again, and I hope they were right to do so. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is click-through rate. And to understand CTR, not Crash Team Racing, but click-through rate, you need to be able to understand impressions. So an impression on YouTube is when your video thumbnail and title appears on someone's homepage. Or it could appear in someone's recommended videos, or in a search result, for example. So if someone typed in Matt Ayres physical rehab, the likelihood is they're going to come across my first video on this channel. Now, what I was finding with the old channel was I wasn't getting that many impressions to begin with. For a channel that had 3,300 and something subscribers, it was not getting anywhere near as many impressions as it should be. I spoke to some other small content creators recently, one of which has something like 1,800 subscribers, and they were getting 100,000 impressions a month. The maximum that I capped out at whilst putting out a lot of content in the last couple of months was just under 15,000, and a large chunk of those impressions were from one like semi-viral video. So in reality, you know, the rest of the channel was probably maxing out at 1,000 impressions. Now, in an ideal world, you want to have more impressions than you do subscribers on a daily basis, really. So if your channel has 100 subscribers and you're getting more impressions than that on the daily, it means that your video is being shown to more people and therefore has the chance to show off and get itself some more viewers. Now, the issue that I had was that my channel had 3,300 subscribers and was getting less than 100 impressions per day. And without that one viral video that I had, which wasn't even that viral, let's face it, I was actually earning less impressions per month than I had subscribers, which instantly leads you to think that people who are subscribed to me, either the accounts are now inactive or they're just not interested in the sort of content I make. Therefore, my videos don't appear in their feeds because, you know, it doesn't relate to other videos that they watch on YouTube anymore. Now that we understand what impressions are and what we mean by them, and what we ideally want to see, really. I'm now going to talk to you about click-through rate. Now, if you've said you've got 100 subscribers, you've had 150 impressions, your click-through rate is how many times people clicked on your video, whether that be a current subscriber or a brand new person to the channel. Now, my click-through rate on the Ayres old channel sat at about 2%, which essentially means that my subscribers are seeing my videos, but then they aren't actually clicking on it. Now, this doesn't get me mad. It actually makes sense to me. I kind of blew up on YouTube as a FIFA content creator, gaining my thousands of subscribers through playing FIFA. I now essentially have a restraining order on FIFA and won't let it anywhere near me. So when people are seeing, oh, Matt's uploaded a video, it's Minecraft, I'm not bothered. That kind of makes sense because those guys watch FIFA content on YouTube. The likelihood is my videos aren't even appearing in their homepage because they haven't watched me in years. They haven't watched me since I did FIFA. So they're not seeing my videos, but then when they see them, they're like, well, I like FIFA videos and that's not a FIFA video, so I'm not going to click it. So my click-through rate is stupidly low. The channel I spoke about earlier that had like 1,800 subscribers and was getting a lot more views than that, they said to me that their click-through rate was around 15 to 30% depending on the video. Now, 15 to 30% is considerably more than 2. So it was safe to say that the content I was making either just wasn't appealing to people or it wasn't getting put in front of the right people. Either way, the channel was kind of broken, which is why I decided to make the change. I decided finally to leave that channel alone and go and start afresh, which is what I've done here. And both on the Ayres Uncut channel and this main Ayres channel, I've already seen plenty of positive looks on the analytics. My click-through rate is sitting well above 7% on the regular, and that is just from the few impressions I've had so far on the first video. In addition to that, I'm actually getting more impressions than I am subscribers. So, say I've got 10 subscribers, I'm hitting 18, 19, 20 impressions a day, which shows, in theory, that one, my content is getting put in front of my subscribers, but also it's getting put in front of new people as well. Something that's not happened on my main old channel in years. On the old channel, I would only gain subscribers via people that I meet on streams, that I kind of talk to and say, any chance you can sub to my channel, and people that find me on Twitter and stuff. I was never actually gaining subscribers from internal sources on YouTube. Whereas now, with the current impressions that I'm seeing, there's every chance that I might do. Now, I was watching the Mini Minter and Randolph podcast, What's Good, and they talked about this very briefly in one episode, and I kind of stuck with that in my head throughout the whole of this week, because I keep hearing the comment over and over again. Why would YouTube decide to spread a video that your subscribers aren't even watching? And this is so true, because if your loyal subscribers, the people that choose to follow you on YouTube, aren't even bothered about the video you've just put out, then why on earth's a random newbie going to be? And Miniminter said he had seen this with lots of his videos before. His clips channel gets put out to more people than his main channel. Because because of the age of his main channel, there's lots of subscribers on there that are so old that they might not even use YouTube anymore. Therefore, he feels like a video performs badly, but in reality, it's just not getting shared. Not to new faces anyway. Whereas his Miniminter Clips channel that he started up recently, it's actually booming. He said it gets more views than any other channel he owns. And yes, he does get a bit of a head start because he's already got a loyal following. But you know what? It kind of makes sense because it's a brand new channel. The click-through rate's brilliant because all those subscribers are current subscribers, current people that watch his content. They're all clicking on it. A high percentage of his subscribers are clicking on the video and watching it. Therefore, that gets converted into, ooh, we're YouTube and we really should be sharing this channel and this video, because if people like it, the ones that subscribe like it, maybe more people will like it. And that's the kind of the trail that I'm trying to go down now. I'm trying to get on track with this and try and get to the point where I'm actually kind of in the right place when it comes to the YouTube algorithm. So that's kind of the boring reason as to why I've done this. And it's kind of the main reason, really, because I just want to feel like there is a chance of growth. And my old YouTube channel was very much, I was putting videos out for the sake of putting them out. I wasn't really putting them out with any sort of anticipation or excitement. Whereas now, there's every chance someone's going to discover this video, fall in love with the chair, and want to get involved in the series going forward. Now, I know that a lot of you out there will be like, but YouTube's a hobby. Do it for fun. Yeah, I do. I do YouTube for fun, but you have no idea how after 5 years the analytics get in your head. It is ridiculous. You've got 3,300 subscribers, but you put a video out and it gets 8 views. That is mentally crippling. It makes you feel rubbish. It makes you feel so low. It is beyond belief. And yeah, you know what? Like I've kind of had these comments from like Steinman, for example, and he won't mind me saying this because he knows that I've got nothing against him because obviously we're mates. But he has said to me in the past, just do YouTube for fun. I don't understand why it's such a big deal that no one watches. I'm like, it is a big deal. Like when you've done this for this long, I've done it for, I don't know, I think for 6.5 years now, because I've had channels before Matty's Gaming that you guys might have discovered me on. I've had channels, like a lot of channels before. And after 6.5, 7 years, you get to the point where it does matter. It matters massively when you get views and when you don't get views. If you feel, if for example you put something, I don't know, say you're a football coach, for example, and you're stood there in front of a team of players and you're like, right guys, I've prepared this drill today, we're going to do this, and they go, nah, and walk away, they're ignoring what you've put in front of them, that you'd go, oh, and that would feel really bad. You do football coaching as a hobby maybe, but you would feel bad if you're kind of getting declined that way. And that is what YouTube feels like sometimes. It feels like you're getting neglected. It feels like you're getting rejected. And that was a massive motivation crippler for me. Whereas now, just by changing those numbers and having it as 10 subscribers, but I've managed to get 8 views on a video, bang, I've managed to hit my audience and they've all enjoyed it. Great, good stuff. That is why I'm starting again. The people that are subscribed to this channel, the people that are watching me talk right now, are the ones that care, and that's what matters to me. And now I'm hitting those people and I'm making sure that I know that I'm satisfying the audience with every upload I put. If all of my subscribers watch each video, I've done a good job. Hopefully you understand that. I realise that that's quite a hard thing to understand if you're not in YouTube, but fingers crossed you get it. So my plans going forward for the channels are as kind of follows. You guys probably know the gist of it, but Ayres is going to be where I edit content crazily and put loads of really like cool stuff up. And Ayres Uncut is more like my Twitch highlights channel, really. It's long form content that I don't edit, and I just put up there for people that might have missed it and people that might want to watch it on YouTube. So for example, I've got a let's play of Control, I've got a let's play of Raft, Minecraft. I've got these videos that I don't need to edit. I just cut it up a little bit, put it on the channel, completely unedited really, and people watch it. And then on the flip side, I've got my, right, I might only get 1 video up on the Ayres channel per week, but it's going to be edited. It's going to be funny. It's going to be good, top quality content. And I feel like having those two things in 2 different places is going to help the channel grow, because people will not necessarily like all the stuff that I put on the Uncut channel, but they love videos like this, so they always want to watch Ayres. So you know that there is a chance there for each channel to grow with different types of audience, which I'm quite looking forward to, because I love longer form content, and that's why I made the Uncut channel, really. If you have any other questions about the type of content I'm going to make, then let me know in the comments right now down below, and I'll be sure to answer them. Everyone is going crazy for cryptocurrency. Now, I know nothing about the ins and outs of crypto, but I just had a few kind of thoughts when I've witnessed things online recently. Number 1, I didn't think any company in the whole world, right, could be hated more than EA. Until I saw Binance getting a load of hate after their service went down. People got so angry at Binance being down because they couldn't trade. Like, crypto literally takes over some people's lives, and fair enough. They're making money from it. I've also witnessed about 100,000 people become professional traders overnight. Lockdown really is taking its toll on people, it seems. Now, there are a lot of individual success stories out there from people that have made money from trading Bitcoin and whatnot, but behind each of those success stories, you know full well that there are 10 untelevised, unreported failures of people that have lost a lot of money. Let me know your thoughts on cryptocurrency and the absolute craziness that is the internet right now. All I'll leave on this topic is this. Don't invest the money that you can't afford to lose. Only invest money that you'd be happy to spend on a game, for example. Or you've got that, you know, you're more than able to live with if you lose it. Don't be one of those people that thinks they can change their family's life by investing and then have to go and tell your other half that you lost everything. There are a lot of influence out there. There are a lot of influencers out there that are kind of hyping up certain coins to try and get other people to buy it, to make its stocks go up so they can then sell it for a profit. And I don't agree with that necessarily. There are other influencers out there that are just tweeting about coins and kind of just having a bit of a joke with it. But when there's people out there that are tweeting out things that they know are going to make their followers invest, that's a little bit sketchy for me. So just be aware that some influencers out there are doing things for personal gain. They're not necessarily looking out for your back pocket. So my advice is, you can take this as professional financial advice. Do not invest in something that you don't know anything about. Just sit back and watch the chaos unravel like the rest of us thickos. And this is a quick little side note. It's a bit of an old story now, so I'm not going to do a massive part of this segment on it. But there was a girl who's out in Dubai who claims that being an influencer is helping people back home stuck in isolation. Like, I get some of her points. She does these like fitness videos and fitness streams and stuff, and they're great. They will inspire people to get fit and stuff whilst in lockdown. Doing stuff that they can do in their lounge is essentially her target audience. But she does it in this hotel room against a blank wall. No different to this white wall here. What's to say she couldn't do that in her living room? Why has she got to travel to Dubai to do this? I don't know. But her pictures of her on a camel, they ain't motivating me. But you know what? I'm not going to get angry with that. I'm just going to move on. My recommendation this episode, I have been absolutely ridiculed for. My other half has been calling me girly throughout this whole week because of me watching this. Just to point out, she watched it too, so she can't talk. But you know, she's not going to be supportive. I'm going to share it with my very supportive community. Oh God, I'm going to regret this, aren't I? My recommendation is Fate, the Winx saga, which is on Netflix. The story follows a girl who finds out that she is magic and attends a new school because of it, leaving her old normal life behind. As the story unravels over the 6 episodes, it's very apparent that there are things going on at this school that couldn't be seen on the surface. The characters are pretty cool, Terrera being my favourite. She's a pretty bubbly person and very, very funny at times too. And the one thing I don't like about the series is it's only 6 episodes long, but I'm pretty sure with the ending that you get, it's on a bit of a cliffhanger. Things are going to happen, you know, season 2 will come. I just hope they make it a little bit longer. I like a slow burner myself. But I'm just going to say this to you. Give it a go. Don't let people call you a girly girl, and watch the series and enjoy it, okay? And yes, I've spent this whole segment refraining from saying the word fairies. Q&A segment time, and this is your chance to get involved in the video. Send me in a question in the comments of any of my YouTube videos and I will reply to them here. The first one is from Steiben, and he has commented on my physical rehab video where I talked a little bit about my weight and wanting to lose weight before my wedding and getting in shape, and how the current rehab I'm going through is kind of be holding me back from doing that. And he said, why don't you just tell us your weight? It'll be there to inspire you to beat it. You know, you might get some comments saying, oh, you know, you're fat bugger and stuff like that. But use that as kind of a drive to make you want to, like, complete the journey and become fit. Now, I do understand where he's coming from with this, and having a log of your weight and being able to look back at the end and see what you've achieved is a really good thing. However, he said that whenever someone tells him that he can't do something, it pushes him to achieve it. I'm the opposite. If someone tells me I can't do something, I'm like, fine, I can't do it, and I walk off and get in a strop. If I just kind of keep it as an intrinsic motivation, I'm much better. That is kind of just how I work. That is how I push myself. That's how I make myself do things. It's all intrinsic. I don't really care what other people think necessarily. Although maybe I do. Maybe I care too much because it kind of pushes me away from doing things. It's complicated, but essentially keeping that number to myself and then revealing it to everyone once I've smashed it, that for me is more satisfying. Very much personal preference though, I know. And Chris, the part-time friend, asked, admittedly through text message, but we were lacking on Q&A questions for the first episode on the new channel, okay? He basically asked, can he, when COVID is done, be involved in making some skits on the channel? And also, do I want to do a stereo gig with him? Now, we'll tackle the first one first with the skits. Everyone who does like skits on YouTube always has that one that they can like make the butt of all their jokes. Steven Tries has Max, for example. Chris, you can be my Max. Just don't expect to be paid. As for stereo, I'm going to leave that up to you guys, really. Do you want to see us do a stereo live gig? I think stereo's a cool concept where you host your own radio chat show and people send in like recorded questions. It's a cool idea. I like the thought of stereo. I'm just not sure whether people would be interested, but let me know in the comments. Would you be interested in me going on stereo? And there we have it. The first episode of Chair Chat here on the brand new channel. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe if you want to watch the content. It'd be much appreciated. If you like what you saw today, hit a like on it, please. It shows your support and it is very much appreciated. I feel like I say that a lot. Very much appreciated. You're an appreciated bunch. Going forward, I've got a lot of plans for the channel, as I've spoken about earlier. I'm excited to make content again. And Chair Chat, this beauty of a chair, is my personal favourite one to do. So hopefully there'll be lots of stuff for me to talk about in the coming weeks. For now though, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. I do wish that I knew how to invest in things. I'd love to do a video where someone teaches me. Anyone want to help a guy out?